Do you think it's possible to truly love yourself? If you had asked me this question a year ago, or even 6 months ago, I probably would have told you no, that it's not possible. Why? Because at that time, I simply didn't love myself. In fact, I had no idea who I was, what I valued, what I prioritized, what my strengths were, or if I was even worthy of love. And because I was so desperate for love, I was so desperate for attention and for validation, I tried to please everyone around me. I tried to meet everyone's expectation, and I cared more about what other people thought of me than what I thought of myself. Yeah, that was crazy. Well, as cliche as it sounds, a book completely transformed my life. It was the book You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. I learned that loving yourself isn't about deriving your self-worth from other people. It's not about meeting everyone's expectations. It's not even about how you look. Instead, loving yourself is about understanding that who you are today and how you see the world is based on your own past experiences and your own beliefs. It's about letting go of your negative self-talk, the bad things that you tell yourself, and it's about accepting yourself with all your imperfections and your flaws. It's about believing that you are worthy of love. You are, truly. And I learned this the hard way, and I took really long to learn that. I want to say thank you to Jen for inspiring and encouraging me to start my journey of self-love. And I want to thank you all for being part of my journey as you watch this video, because it's gonna be a long journey ahead, and self-love is not just a journey that's 6 months, it's a lifetime. I want to share what happened in the 6 months of my life as I learned how to love myself through a variety of self-love activities, and I hope that it inspires your self-love journey too. Number one is morning meditation. A morning meditation was like a gentle hug for my soul. It helped me observe my mind with more kindness. It helped me become more aware of my negative self-talk, and it helped me become more patient and compassionate with the people I love. Even spending just 5 minutes every morning paying attention to my body, my breathing, and my mind, it helped me set up my day for more peace, for more gratitude. Every time I meditate, I calm everything down, I shut everything off, and I just focus on the good. That's why I start my day always with a positive mindset. And then there's face masks. Now, I always had a habit of cleansing and moisturizing my skin, as well as putting sunscreen every day. But in the recent months, I started using face masks as another act of self-love. I used them whenever I felt like I wanted to give my skin a little bit more love, and doing so not only gave me a glowing skin, but also boosted my mood instantly. I would always wear a face mask whenever I'm reading, and I always tell myself I'll keep it on when I finish a chapter or two. So it's really good. If you have that habit of reading, just put on face masks. And then there's aromatherapy. For me, using an essential oil diffuser became an integral part of my night routine in the last 6 months. I especially love the scents of lavender and chamomile because both help me relieve my anxiety and help me sleep better at night. I also love having it next to me when I'm reading, so I can feel like, ooh, I love the smell. Whenever I'm reading a book, it infuses me into the book. It gives me that, that sense of smell that it's like enhancing my reading experience, if you know what I mean. So speaking of reading, number 4 is having a reading nook. So reading was another way for me to practice self-love. This one should be at the top of my list for sure, because reading has really transformed me in the past 6 months. It not only relaxed me, but it helps me to unwind. It transports me into another beautiful and exciting world, and I love just sitting and in my cozy reading nook, surrounded by the smell of lavender, the essential oil, and with my blankets and cushions, and I just get lost in the book. And for me, my record was reading a full book in a weekend, right? I love just going through a book in 2 days. So that's like from cover to cover. Number 5 is journaling. The one activity that was by far the most impactful on my self-love journey, it has to be journaling. In the last 6 months, my journal became my safe space to express all my thoughts and feelings without any judgment. It was also where I reflected on my successes and my setbacks. And it's also where I practiced gratitude, where I wrote down things that I love about myself and my life. The journal that I use is called 5-minute journals, and it literally takes less than 5 minutes to write down, to journal every single morning and every single night. In the morning, you write down your gratitude, what your affirmations are and what your focuses are for the day, and at night you write about what you've learned and what your focuses are for the next day. Literally, it's one of the main ways I'm documenting my life as I grow, as I evolve, and as I become the best and most loving person of myself. Everything is documented in this book, and it's really, really fun if you read back and you're like, oh my god, was that me? Yeah, so I really, really recommend journaling because it's also seeing the progress as you grow. Now, number 6, indoor plants. Something I didn't expect that would change my life is taking care of my plants. At first, I bought plants just for the aesthetics, to make my place look better, but over time I realized that there was a beautiful correlation between caring for plants and also practicing self-love. Just like how my plants needed nourishment, care, love to grow, I also needed to do the same for myself in order to flourish. The next one is yoga. I used to teach yoga and I used to do yoga a lot, I would say in the last 3 years, but I completely stopped because life got in the way. Recently, in the past 6 months, I started, doing yoga again every morning as part of my meditation practice as well. And I truly think that yoga is one of the best ways to start your morning because it's another form of slowing down your mind. When you're doing yoga, you're really mindful of your breath. Every inhale and exhale comes with each movement. So yoga is a way of slowing down your mind. It's a form of meditation and it's a form of self-love because you are with yourself and you're really grounded in your body and your mind at that time. So I truly really think that it's not just the benefits of improving your flexibility and reducing stress, which is a big one, but yoga helped me accept my body as is. Like where I am today, that's where I am. Like I don't have to reach a certain pose in order to feel good about myself. It helped me appreciate what my body could do that day. So I really recommend yoga because it changed my life. Number 8 is gua sha facial massage. This is something new that I tried really recently because I saw it on TikTok. And I always had gua sha already. I had that the green jade thing for a long time, but I've never really used it until in the past 6 months I started using it, and I could see a huge difference on the way it changed the shape of my face. Like I would incorporate gua sha as part of my cleansing routine. Whenever I clean my face, I would apply some facial oil or moisturizer and then I would start massaging it, going upwards. I would just do really simple movements, and I was really skeptical at first because I was like, no way this is gonna change the shape of your face, but truly I have really seen a huge difference. I decided to give it a shot, and then over time I noticed that I started looking forward to doing gua sha every single day because it helped me slow down. It gave me time to pamper myself and my skin, and it gave me time to appreciate my uniqueness and beauty, and you're just looking in the mirror and appreciating yourself as you do it. So it's a form of self-care that I really love. And again, incorporating that into already your regular habit is a way to make sure that habit is consistent. So for me, gua sha, I paired it with like my skincare routine, and let's say meditation, I paired it with yoga. Journaling, I paired it with nighttime after I read a book. For aromatherapy, I would pair it with reading a book. All these can be paired with each other, so it's not you're adding a lot to your day, it's that you're actually stacking it up. Then we have digital decluttering. I used to have dozens of unused apps and hundreds of unorganized files on my laptop, thousands of emails. And honestly, it made me so overwhelmed all the time. And that's why I did a massive digital decluttering. Every single time I get a new promotional email, I would unsubscribe right away because I just don't want to be notified of any sales that would, distract me. So I did a massive decluttering. I backed up most of my important files on my hard drive and I kept my laptop super clean without any files that I'm not using. So I deleted apps that I didn't use on my phone and I emptied all my inboxes. Now they're all either zero and the ones that are left are just emails I need to follow up. And since I've deleted all the unused apps, cleared my inboxes, cleared my files, and organized everything, I felt so much less overwhelmed by my devices. I wasn't controlled by it. So now I'm free because when I declutter, I'm open to receiving new things. I'm not just hoarding things all the time. So digital decluttering is a huge one. Lastly, it's actual physical decluttering, right? And in the last 6 months, I learned that decluttering is a crucial part of self-love. This realization happened because I came across a quote by Joshua Becker. He said that clutter is the physical reflection of a disorganized mind. This quote helped me realize that when my physical environment wasn't in order, I felt more anxious, I was less focused, and I felt so much more unproductive. So I ended up decluttering my whole place. And I use a Facebook group called Buy Nothing Group. It's called Buy Nothing, and in your area you can search it up. It's a group where you are giving your items away and you can also request for stuff, or you can get stuff that people don't want anymore. So Buy Nothing it's an organization, it's a community that people are coming together to declutter, basically consume less, buy less, right? So it's called Buy Nothing. You're not there to buy or sell anything, you're there to give and receive for free. And by doing that, by decluttering and getting rid of stuff I didn't need, that helped me soothe my mind tremendously. At the beginning of this video, I asked you, do you think it's possible to truly love yourself? Now, after 6 months of being on my self-love journey, my answer is still no. And that's probably not what you were expecting. But here's the thing, my reason for saying no is completely different than 6 months ago. At the time, I would have said no because I didn't love myself. And now, the difference is that I understand that we will never have unflinching self-love because there's no finish line for it. Because self-love is a lifelong journey. So remember to be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be accepting of yourself. Every single day will be a battle. I'm not kidding. Every single day you will feel ups and downs, right? Remember to embrace every step of the journey, even the lows, right? Even the lows and even the highs. Always remember that you are worthy and deserving of love. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.